Welcome back to Wined and Dine, and it's California Wine Month. So I've been inspired to explore the California coast and come up with some great food and wine pairings. So if you love seafood, you love red wine, and you love Japanese-inspired cuisine, you're really gonna love this pairing. So let's start with where. So Sonoma. Why Sonoma? Well, one, it is actually the heart of the California wine industry, and it's certainly its home. 1857, Buena Vista, first modern day commercial winery. But then you have so much other things to explore. You have, of course, the great restaurants in wine country, but you also have lots of beautiful parks. You have the Redwood Forest, you have Sonoma Coast State Park. So it's a great place to kind of take a walk, just kind of hang out with a glass of wine and look over the Pacific Ocean as the sun sets. So in terms of why it's great for the Pinot Noir, it's cooler than other places in California. So Pinot Noir loves a cool, extended growing season, and that's really reflected in the wines of Sonoma Coast. They'll have some red fruit flavors, but then they have a bit of forest floor. You can think about walking through the Redwood Forest, and those aromas translate into the glass. So come right back, and we're gonna have a dish inspired by the Sonoma Coast Pinot Noir and infusing some Japanese flavors. So to start us off, we're going to crust our tuna in some sesame seeds that I've seasoned with some salt and pepper. Then we're gonna take it, go to the stove, sear it on all sides, and then prepare a nice and easy dipping sauce. So we're just gonna press that in. So we want to get a nice sesame seed crust. And there we go. We're ready to sear that off. So we've crusted our tuna. It was important to bring it out to room temperature. Don't have it too cold before you crust it. And now we're going to the pan. So we're just adding a couple tablespoons of light oil, vegetable oil, canola oil. And then we're going to just sear the tuna on all sides. And once we get it, we don't want to cook it all the way through. We just want to get a nice sear on all sides, and then we can make a dipping sauce. Okay, so we're back, and now we're just going to make a dipping sauce for our tuna. So we're going to add a couple tablespoons of soy sauce, about 2 teaspoons of honey. Then we're going to add in some rice wine vinegar, about 2 tablespoons. We'll put up the ingredients at the end. About a teaspoon, a little more of sesame oil. We're gonna add in a little bit of minced ginger. And to give it a little acidity, we're gonna add in some orange juice. So I got a mandarin orange here. We're gonna just squeeze in 1 full orange. This is just gonna perk it up, give it that nice little bit of freshness to kind of complement the kind of heat and aromas that we get from the sesame, the little bit of saltiness we get from the soy, and then balanced with the honey that adds the sweetness. Whisk that up, and that's it. You have a great little sauce for your tuna tataki. Okay, so we're back. Now we just have to finish it off. We got some edamame that's been steamed. We're gonna add a little of our dipping sauce to each bowl just to kind of season the edamame, because it's, otherwise it needs something to kind of bring out its flavor. Then simply we're gonna top with a few slices of our tuna in each bowl. Give that a little drizzle. And a couple optional finishes. I've just sauteed off some chanterelle mushrooms because they were I found them. I was gonna use them, and they're so beautiful with tuna. So top off a few of those in here. We're gonna give a little pop of color. So some just quickly pickled radish. And final touch, sprinkle of chives. What's left to do? Well, have a little tuna, have a little Sonoma Coast Pinot Noir, and we'll come back next week and we'll do another video.